What drives a 37-year-old future Hall of Famer to wake up every morning knowing he's about to get humiliated by his own teammate? There's something beautifully masochistic about elite athletes that the rest of us will never truly understand. While most people approach their late 30s thinking about comfort, security, and taking it easy, Trent Williams is voluntarily stepping into a daily battle against one of the most dominant pass rushers in the NFL. And he's not just accepting the punishment, he's craving it. This isn't your typical feel-good story about veteran leadership or team chemistry. This is about the raw, unvarnished reality of what separates legends from the merely talented. Williams, entering his 15th NFL season, has discovered the fountain of youth, and it's not some exotic training regimen or cutting-edge technology. It's the daily threat of professional embarrassment at the hands of Nick Bosa. The San Francisco 49ers training camp has become a stage for one of the most fascinating psychological dynamics in professional sports. Every snap, every drill, every moment of contact represents a 37-year-old man refusing to accept that time is undefeated. But this isn't just about defying age, it's about understanding what it really takes to maintain excellence when your body is screaming for mercy. The art of productive humiliation. Williams' relationship with Boza reveals something profound about the mindset required to compete at the highest level. Most athletes spend their careers trying to avoid embarrassment, but Williams has weaponized it. He's turned potential humiliation into his greatest motivational tool, and the results speak for themselves. Nobody likes to get embarrassed, Williams admits with stunning honesty. He's one of those players that, not in a mean way, but he would embarrass me if I let him, and that's just making me better. This isn't false modesty or coach speak. This is a future Hall of Famer acknowledging that his greatness depends on his willingness to be vulnerable. Think about the psychology at work here. Williams has earned 11 Pro Bowl selections, anchored offensive lines for over a decade, and established himself as one of the premier tackles in NFL history. By any reasonable measure, he has nothing left to prove. Yet he's chosen to make his legacy dependent on his ability to handle a 27-year-old who represents everything he used to be: young, hungry, and relentlessly aggressive. The beauty of this dynamic lies in its mutual benefit. While Williams uses Boza as his measuring stick, Boza gets to test his skills against one of the most technically sound tackles in the game. It's a masterclass in iron sharpening iron, with both players pushing each other to levels they might not reach individually. The measuring stick philosophy. Williams' approach to self-evaluation is revolutionary in its simplicity. In a league obsessed with statistics, metrics, and advanced analytics, he's chosen the most basic measure of success. Can he handle the best player he faces every day? This philosophy cuts through all the noise and gets to the heart of what really matters in professional sports. Being able to size yourself up against him, especially going into year 15 and not knowing where that cliff is. Williams explains, "When I get to go off against Nick, it kind of gives me a measuring stick. This isn't just about football, it's about life." Williams has found a way to benchmark his abilities against the highest possible standard, ensuring that he'll know immediately when his skills begin to deteriorate. The concept of the cliff that Williams references is something every aging athlete grapples with. Father Time is undefeated, and the decline can happen suddenly and without warning. By testing himself against Boza daily, Williams has created an early warning system that will tell him when it's time to hang up his cleats. This approach requires incredible mental fortitude. Most people would find ways to avoid direct comparisons with someone in their physical prime. Williams has made those comparisons the centerpiece of his training regimen. It's the difference between accepting gradual decline and fighting for every last moment of excellence. The physical reality of competitive longevity at 37 years old, Williams is defying conventional wisdom about athletic longevity. The average NFL career lasts just over 3 years. Yet Williams is entering his 15th season with the same intensity that characterized his rookie year. This isn't just about natural ability, it's about understanding that maintenance at this level requires constant challenge. The physical demands of facing Boza in practice are staggering. Boza's combination of speed, power, and technique would challenge tackles half Williams' age. Yet, Williams embraces these battles because he understands that comfort is the enemy of greatness. The moment he starts looking for easier matchups is the moment he begins his descent into mediocrity. Williams insists he's in great shape as training camp begins, but the real test isn't how he feels in the morning. It's how he performs when Boza is coming around the edge with bad intentions. These daily battles serve as both preparation and evaluation, ensuring that Williams maintains the skills necessary to protect his quarterback when games matter most. The friendship factor, what makes this dynamic even more compelling, is the personal relationship between Williams and Boza. They're not just teammates, they're friends who genuinely care about each other's success. This adds another layer of complexity to their daily battles, as they must balance competitive fire with mutual respect. "It's always good going against Nick, one of my better friends on the team," Williams notes. This friendship doesn't soften the competition, it intensifies it. When you care about someone's success, you want to give them your best effort. Half-hearted reps don't help anyone improve, so both players bring everything they have to each encounter. The friendship also provides crucial context for the competition. There's no animosity, no personal vendetta, just two elite athletes pushing each other to be better. This creates an environment where failure becomes learning opportunity rather than source of resentment. The championship motivation underlying everything is the shared goal that drives both players: winning their first Super Bowl. The 49ers came agonizingly close in 2024, falling to the Kansas City Chiefs in the championship game. That near miss has created additional urgency for both Williams and Boza, knowing that opportunities like this don't come around often. For Williams, the championship chase adds poignancy to his daily battles with Boza. He's not just fighting to maintain his skills. He's fighting for the one thing that has eluded him throughout his distinguished career. Every rep against Boza is preparation for the moments that will define his legacy. The team's 6-11 record in the previous season only amplifies this urgency. The 49ers know they have a championship-caliber roster, but they also know that windows close quickly in the NFL. Williams and Boza's daily battles represent the work ethic and attention to detail that will be necessary to capitalize on their remaining opportunities. The broader lesson Williams' approach to competing against Boza offers lessons that extend far beyond football. In any field, the temptation to avoid difficult challenges grows stronger with age and success. It's natural to want to protect your reputation, to avoid situations where you might look foolish or outdated. But Williams has chosen a different path. He's embraced the discomfort of daily competition against a superior opponent because he understands that greatness isn't maintained through comfort. It's maintained through constant challenge, continuous improvement, and the willingness to be vulnerable in pursuit of excellence. This philosophy requires tremendous courage. It would be easy for Williams to practice against lesser opponents to create situations where he looks dominant. Instead, he's chosen to test himself against the best, knowing that this is the only way to ensure he remains at his peak. The legacy implications as Williams enters what might be his final season, his relationship with Boza becomes even more significant. These daily battles aren't just about maintaining current performance, they're about ensuring that his career ends on his terms, with his skills intact and his competitive fire still burning. The measuring stick philosophy will ultimately determine when Williams decides to retire. The day he can no longer compete effectively against Boza will be the day he knows it's time to step away. This creates a clear, objective standard for a decision that is often muddled by emotion and external pressure. Williams' willingness to be embarrassed by Boza in practice demonstrates a level of self-awareness that many athletes lack. He understands that his legacy depends not on protecting his reputation, but on maintaining his standards. This approach has allowed him to remain elite deep into his 30s, defying conventional wisdom about athletic decline. The relationship between Williams and Boza fascinates me because it represents everything that's beautiful about sports competition, the way greatness can be maintained through constant challenge and mutual respect. What do you think about Williams' approach to using Boza as his measuring stick. Is this the kind of mindset that separates legends from everyone else, or is he just setting himself up for unnecessary punishment? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this insight into elite competition as compelling as I did, give this video a like, and let's discuss what it really takes to stay great when everyone expects you to decline.